Hey, welcome to AskJay. I'm Jay Adelson, here to answer your questions how to start your business, or at least try to. I'm certainly not an expert, although the folks at Revision 3 have told me that I will lose my equity in the business unless I sit here in this chair and answer your questions. And so I'll do whatever they say, but I make no promises. So let's go. I'm Jay Adelson, and I'm the founder and chairman of Revision 3. I've built a number of companies. I've been hired as a CEO, and I've even been fired as one. For example, Equinix is a company I took public in 2000, and now has a market cap of over $4 billion. In 2008, I was incredibly honored to have been selected as one of Time Magazine's most influential people in the world. My goal is to pass on some of this knowledge to you, the budding entrepreneurs, and hopefully leave you with some words of wisdom. This episode of Ask Jay is brought to you by Netflix. Today's question comes from Matt in Austin, who writes, "Do I need a fully detailed business plan to raise money?" Well, Matt, I'll tell you, the truth be told, I've never written a fully detailed business plan. And this is not to say it's not a helpful exercise. I know business schools give you these structures for a business plan and how to write one. If you write a detailed business plan, it's for your own purposes. Because really, if you write a big, thick document and you go to an investor, they're only going to read the first couple summary pages. Once the time comes that they're interested in your business, they're going to bring you in and ask you detailed questions and build their own models and their own spreadsheets. So going through a whole lot of work there, I personally don't think is worth a lot of time. Now, I have talked to entrepreneurs, and I know that this was the case on a number of companies that I've been advising, where the act of going through writing that detailed plan and coming up with a model actually uncovers problems and issues that need to be resolved in the plan. Like maybe the product, for example, doesn't bring in enough money to pay for the costs of what you're doing in the long term. Things like that, that's important to figure out before you go in front of, a VC or something, because they're going to expose it. This has happened to me when I was younger, and it's kind of embarrassing, and I could have figured it out with just a couple hours of homework first. So definitely, that's my view of business plans. So I'll give you some clues on really what goes into that executive summary, what you really need to get down in that plan in just a second. But first, I wanted to thank our sponsor. Netflix streams TV shows and movies directly to your home, saving you time, money, and hassle. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can instantly watch TV episodes and movies streaming directly to your PC, Mac, or right to your TV with your Xbox 360, PS3, or Nintendo Wii. Watch as many movies as you want, anytime you want. Cancel anytime. Get your free trial membership. Go to www.netflix.com/AskJay and sign up now. Be sure to use this URL so they know we sent you. So today's homework assignment is to create an executive summary. Now mind you, you could call this a business plan if you want, but really what we're talking about is a couple pages of work. Start by identifying the market you're serving. And by market, I mean specifically do the homework to figure out how much money, how much revenue is being spent in this market on an annualized basis. Look at other companies who serve that market. It doesn't have to be the same product, but look at how much money they're claiming to make. Public companies are a great source of this information because they have to report this all the time. Once you have your market you're serving, think about who your customer is, what their pain points are, define what the problem statement is, and then describe your business as solving that problem. And use concrete examples. I could tell you in that 2 pages, if you can use some case examples and maybe even some ideas that you've shared with potential customers and they've agreed, and write down that case example, it really helps an investor to understand what's going on. The last part of your executive summary should be thoughts about how much money you need for this next, let's call it round. Maybe it's angel, maybe it's a Series A or Series B. And what you think that money is going to be used for and why you think it's the right amount to raise right now. Put that in a couple page document and share it with your friends and let them rip holes in it. And when you're all done, you have this nice piece of paper that you can walk into an investor with. That's it for today's show. Again, remember, send your questions to AskJay@revision3.com. We'll try to get to them here on the show. And remember, don't be afraid to try this. Find that screw that's loose and loosen it a little bit more. And until then, I'll see you next week.